Okay guys, it's a pretty windy day today, so I got all my audio settings on high here. It sounds a little different, but hopefully y'all can still get a good presentation of this 1977 Chevrolet Corvette. This one here came back as a 350 up under the hood. Does have the power steering setup, power brakes. We're going to be taking this thing down the road, pointing out any kind of flaws so you know exactly what you're getting. We do this with every car on the lot. I do have financing and shipping available for you, plus 100 detailed pictures. With that being said, go to maplemotors.com, look at the financing and shipping, look at the pictures, and give us a call. For now, we'll go ahead and let this hood down, and we're going to be taking her down the road. So sit back, relax. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Let's go ahead and look around the interior on this one. I did notice they do have some water in the floors where the T-tops are leaking. Most all these Corvettes, it seems like the T-tops are leaking on them. I've seen very few where they don't. I know they're out there, and it actually looks pretty good up there. Here in the back, got my tag. Carpet's actually pretty nice in this one. The dash, oh, a little water there too. Dash has got some cracks in it. It did rain all last night. And of course, all of our cars sit out on the car lot here. Go ahead and start it up. Starts up easy. I didn't have any issues with that. You get the tach coming up on the dash. It's showing 36,000 miles here. It's hard to stand behind in the 77 model. We're still waiting on the temperature to rise. Clock doesn't seem to be working on this one. Oil pressure is up. Volts working. Gas gauge, I believe it's working. Let's try the radio. It's static from the speakers. So we do have a working radio. Let's see. I'm checking and I'm turning it off and on. I'm watching the RPMs. It is cutting on the compression. So let's see if we can get some cold air to come out of there. It's already starting to feel a little bit cold. It's not blowing very hard out the vents, which means it's coming from somewhere else. I just feel it a little bit everywhere. I think that it is working too. We'll keep that going throughout the test drive and find out. How about the windows here? Up and down on the windows. A little slow on the driver's side. Seems like it's sticking. Place your bets on the horn. We'll be trying it out here in just a second. Tilt column is working. Telescoping, working. Blinkers, popping up on the left, popping up on the right. Horn, place your bets. This one doesn't work. Let's go ahead and hit the road after she warms up, and we'll see how she runs and drives. Okay, now we get to roll out of here. Maybe if I can get my seatbelt out. Thing is stuck. There we go. Okay, got the seat belt. Start her back up here. Anything I see, I will let you know. Do notice the AC, it's like a mixture of cold and hot, so it's not working correctly here. We'll just roll the window down. Slow old window there. Of course, anything I see, I will let you know. And this is actually the first time I've driven it, so check the brakes. We're good to go here. So speedometer seems pretty correct. We're running about 50. Seems pretty good. It's not too bad. Brakes, yeah, they feel pretty good. Pulling a little bit to the right there. A little bit to the left when you first hit them there. As far as going straight down the road, steering straight as an arrow. Got a little bit of slack there. Not too bad. brakes are pulling to the left and the right. You can see the steering wheel when I hit them. It's like a little bit left when you first hit them and then right after. It's actually pretty smooth going down the road here. Gas gauge is floating around on the dash, so I do believe we have a half a tank, and I do believe the gas gauge is working. They brought the road up a pretty good amount there. It's actually kind of smooth coming out of that. Okay, now that we're over here, what we're going to do is get some outside shots, some undercarriage shots. We'll try to have a little fun with this car. Engine temperature did come up, is consistently working now. And from the looks of it, other than the clock, everything's working. So we're good to go. I'll see y'all here in just a moment. All right, time to head back to the car lot. Just try to get the seatbelt out of the door jamb there. Here we go. All right, let's roll. Is this an open road? This doesn't happen very much. Got a good amount of pickup. Brakes still slightly pulling to the right, but they're getting a lot better. I think this car needed to be driven, kind of knock the dust off everything, because at first it was, you know, pulling me left and right. Now it's feeling a lot better. Still pulling a little bit, but not as bad as it was when we first took off. So that's me getting into the brakes. You see how it's turning? Definitely need to know about that. It's flooding itself out if you just floor it. Notice that? I just held it to the floor there for a second. It wasn't taking all that fuel. Almost got to ease into it, but it was definitely flooding itself out if you just floor it. So, but that's why I do these videos. I want you to know everything, how it feels when I floor it, how it feels when I hit the brakes, what's going on with the cars. It's exactly why I'm doing these. And of course, once we get back to the lot, I'm going to be pointing out chips, scratches, flaws, anything else I can find. So stick around towards the end of the video for that. We got a good temperature of 180 here. Oil pressure's around 35. So that was about 3/4 of throttle there. Still got plenty of power. The brakes are still acting up. We'll go ahead and get turned around down here. We'll just roll through Brian's Motorsports. Check him out, briansmotorsports.com. It's definitely worth a look. I am trying to get a set of wheels for my Camaro down here. Maybe I can catch him today and pick me up a set. He's always got rides chilling out here that he's worked on. He builds rat rods, show cars, anything for SEMA. He lifts Jeeps, does new model stuff, wheels, tires, parts, accessories, builds you a custom stereo. I mean, anything you can think of on a car, this guy would probably do it for you. But check him out, briansmotorsports.com. We're going to head back to Maple Motors now and get this walk around rolling. Okay, let's walk around this ride, point out chips, scratches, flaws, anything I can find. Be sure to go to maplemotors.com and look at those detailed pictures and hit subscribe, and I'll keep making these videos for you. I do appreciate it, guys. Let's go ahead and get started up here in the front. Again, sorry about the wind. Hopefully it's canceled out. Doing my best to keep that down on this video. Coming around the front, I have noticed this paint job is beautiful. I do love it. It's in really good shape too. You can see there's not even a chip. I say that, there's a little scuff there. Not really any chips on the front end, and that's kind of rare. Coming down the side, up and over. Little scuff here. Little spot there. You got a few little spots down here. I think a lot of that could be polished up and taken off. Got a light scuff there that could be taken off, a little wax. This car does have a lot of wax on it. It's nice and soft. Little spot here. Little spot there. scuff in the paint there, a little chip. Nope, took that off. It looked like a chip, but I was wrong. That one is though. A lot of this stuff is kind of wiping off. I can tell this paint job's fairly new. Front windshield on this one looks great. It's in good shape. It's not scratched up, chipped up. There's a ding right here in the trim. Little scuff there on the T-top trim. T-tops themselves are looking good. You got a little spot here in the back. Blacked out the mirrors. Pitting on the door handle. Scratch there. Also up in the corner here. They left some wax behind though, didn't they? You got little spots in the paint right here. In the corners here. Also there on the side here, around the back, it actually looks pretty good. It's in good shape. Little spot there. Looks like they just painted over the exhaust tips. Coming down this side. Little spot there. Light scuff right here, that'll come out. It's already starting to come away or go away from me just rubbing on it a little bit. There, got light little spots. Crack right here at the bottom of the door. Spot there. Back this midsection. Around this block as well. Right there on top. Pitting on your door handle there. Front windshield on this one, very clean. It's in good shape. Trim's in good shape on this side. All right, so we've made it around this ride. Now we're gonna go ahead and walk back around and hit up the inside. We'll look and see what else we can find, get her started up, and call this video. Go ahead and open the door up here. The bottom here, the fabric's kind of falling off. You got a little wear there by the door handle. The edge here's got a little wear too where the latch is on the corner. Looks like they got a little silicone in the bottom here. Right scuff here. Little tear there, but majority of this weather strip is in the good shape. Like I said, T-tops are prone to leaking on these cars. I've seen it way too many times. For one, that T-top there is a little close up here in the back. Got a gap on this side. That's probably not helping it at all. It's secure in there. I'm not able to pick it up, but that may be where the water's coming from. I just noticed a little bit in the floor here. Just a little damp. I mean, it's not puddled up or nothing on this side. The trim here, that's what was keeping me from getting the seat belt out. That big old screw there somebody put in on the outside here, and looks like they got some kind of seal from Walmart, stuck it on there. Maybe they had a door rattle or air, I don't know. But that is there for that reason, I'm sure. Coming around the back here, you got a hole in the back of the seat. You got cracks in the plastic back there. Back here, before we left the lot, I was kind of showing, but there was a lot of stuff. That's where your battery is. It's the box for it. Looks like a kill switch is nice to have. I didn't know that was in this car. And then this is storage over here, but I'll need the key to open that up. Looking around in the back, up in the T-tops again, missing the cover on the light. Of course, the dash there has got a few cracks on it. See some on this side and over here. Let's flip up the ashtray. So your temperature gauge was working. It's already cooled down quite a bit since we've drove here. Clock's still not working. Oil pressure, it's moving around and coming up. Battery gauge is in a good spot. So is the gas gauge. Your tach working. Just to make sure the compressor is on, I usually gauge it off of the RPM coming up and down. And honestly, it does sound like it's kicking on, but we're gonna go look, see, so we'll leave it on. This side had some moisture down here too. It's not soaked, but I feel it's just a little damp. I mean, these are in the floor, that's how much water is leaking, so it's just dripping. Keep the car inside, you won't have to worry about that. With the paint job that's on it, I would. They don't stay on our lot very long, so you're looking at maybe a week outdoors. I turned the compressor on and it's not spinning. It seemed like it was pulling down on the idle a little bit, but I was wrong. So that's why I turned it on. I wanted to get out here and look. The compressor is not turning. So what we're getting is just outside cold air coming in, mixing, and I'm feeling a little heat. The air will need work. Nice smooth motor. Insulation, it's there. It's not great looking. Kind of hanging, a little loose. All right, let's go ahead and let down this hood. So the release in here needs to be pushed in. All these vents give me the same issue there with that release not wanting to go back. Now it's locked up. A little high here. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe, share, hit like. That keeps me doing these videos for you. I do love my job, so thanks in advance for doing that. Check out maplemotors.com for finance and shipping, 100 detailed pictures. And I'll see you in the next video, guys.